Good afternoon. How is everyone? Hello. It's Linda Jordan with LRJ Coaching and Business Solutions. Yes, it is not noon. It is 5 minutes after 1 in the afternoon. So I have had a wonderful day, but it's been a little bit busy. So my time has been maximized and adjusted throughout the day. And that's kind of what we want to talk about today a little bit. So as people are logging on, please put in the comments where you're listening from. I'd love to know who's on the call with me today. And if you're watching this on replay, put in the comments #replay. So get yourself something to drink, a little sip of water, and get a pen and paper. So you're going to take a few notes today, just to give you a few little tips. It is the end of 2020. I don't know how many people are excited, but I am. I am so ready for 2021 to come in and let's get things rocking and rolling. So it's hard to believe this is my last show for 2020, but starting off next week in 2021, I am looking at maybe changing the time to maybe later in the afternoon. Plan with a little bit, we'll see what happens. So again, if you're just joining, put in the comments where you're listening from, or if this is on replay, do #replay. So today we're going to talk about a couple of things, but the main thing is around all these daggone excuses that we have all the time for not doing certain things. We've got excuse after excuse. So how many of you say, well, I'm going to do such and such, or, these are my goals for this year, or I'm going to lose 20 pounds first quarter of next year, or I'm going to lose 20 pounds next year altogether, or I'm going to start my business by June. And then what happens? Nothing. You end up saying, I was going to do it, but I didn't have enough time. I was going to start my business, but I didn't have enough time. So the number one reason, hope you can see that, is time. We have excuse after excuse. We can't do whatever it is because we don't have enough time. Think about it for a moment. How many hours are there in the middle of the day? How many hours are there in a day? Not the middle of the day. How many hours are in a day? Last time I checked, it was 24. We all have 24 hours in the day. Doesn't have any extra time than what I do. I don't get any less time than my neighbor across the street. We all have 24 hours in the day. It's what we do with the time that we have. It's what we do with the time that we have. So we have excuse after excuse as to why we can't do something, or why we're not going to do something, or why we didn't do something, because we don't have enough time. In 2021, we all need to take the time to do what's best for us. 2020 was a challenging year for all of us. And the thing that I got out of 2020 was that it gave me time to think about what was most important. It gave all of us time to do things differently. Now, whether we all use that time wisely or not, that's on you. But we were all given extra time. We were all given extra time to spend more time with family, time to clean out our closets, time to get our taxes in order. So we should be better coming up, this April. We should all, particularly for business owners like myself, I always end up waiting till the last minute. But I've had time to prepare better this year than I have in previous years. Time to do better, time to get more things done, time to clean up, do your yard work. Over the Christmas break, I noticed so many people had Christmas holiday decorations. And that's because we all had extra time. We all had extra time, and we used that time doing the things that we wanted to do. And that's the key point. When you have time, you do things that you want to do. Time is so critical. So the number one reason that we can't get a lot of things done, again, is time. Number one reason is time. So if you're just joining, put on the comments where you're listening from. So what I'm talking about today is the excuses, the 3 top excuses that we use for not getting things done. And the number one is time. So again, COVID gave us a lot of time to, again, spend time with friends and family, time to, take care of what's important to us. But we have to make sure we value the time that we have. Now I have another sticky. What do you think the second reason second excuse that we use for not getting things done or not being successful in our business? Money. Hopefully you can see that. The second excuse we have is that we don't have enough money. Well, I can honestly say that, I can agree with that to some point. However, we always don't need money to get things done. There are different ways to get around not having money. Cash money. You can use credit if that's your choice. But maybe that's not the time for you to do whatever it is that you need anyway. It depends on what it is. So for those that know me, I am in real estate, and so I have rental properties. Now, when I buy my rental properties, I'm not always using my money. I'm using other people's money, and that's what investors do. We leverage other people's money to make purchases that we need or want to do, and then we pay those lenders back. So don't use money as an excuse for why you can't get things done. If you want to start your business, you can start your business. It doesn't take a ton of money to start it, but if you're looking at, you want to get the basics set up, you want to get your LLC or whatever business entity it is, you want to get those things done. That doesn't take a lot of money. It does take time, but it takes a little bit of money. So you can get that going. It just depends on what type of business you want to get going. So it doesn't take a lot of money, but you can also use other sources to get money. There's different websites online that, like angel donators, friends and family. You may be able to get a bank loan. There's different ways that you can get money. So you don't have to have the tangible money in your bank account to get things done or to be successful. Don't make that as an excuse. There are ways to find the money. There are people that can help you find the money. So oftentimes we have these great excuses as to why we can't get things done. If I said that when I first started in real estate and my first rental property, I wouldn't have it today. But at the time when I made the purchase, I didn't have any money for that. But I did my research. I checked, I read, I asked different people, I started networking, and I found a non-traditional bank that was willing, to give me the loan for the rental property. So there's different ways to do it. The third reason or third excuse that we always have for not being successful, not being able to get things done, not being able to start our business. What do you think the third reason is? Motivation. Motivation can go a couple of ways. Maybe you're not motivated. You're not motivated because you don't have enough time. You've got so much on your plate, you just can't get it done, so you're not motivated to do it. Or back to the money thing. I can't find the money to do what I need to do. So, I don't have the time, don't have the money, don't have the resources, don't know anybody. So you get demotivated, or someone has told you, why are you trying to do that business? That's not going to work. You can't afford that. So then you get demotivated. That could be a reason. But don't let other people steal your joy. I'll say that again. Don't let other people steal your joy. If you have an idea, then run with it. Continue to stay motivated because you can do it. I mean, I started looking at, I don't know if any of you guys watch Shark Tank or not, the new series since COVID. Look at how many individuals have been so creative and started different types of businesses all because of COVID. I mean, there's been so many different wonderful ideas that have been created because of COVID. Now, those individuals could have easily said, well, I don't have time. They could have easily said, I don't have the money, Or they could have easily said, I'm not motivated. But they didn't. They didn't allow COVID to take their joy away. They didn't allow COVID to steal their joy and not allow them to be creative to come up with these great business ideas. And trust me, I have seen some really, really good ideas that people have come up with over COVID. And they've started their business. They've started their dream. Some of them are already millionaires. They're already millionaires. But what are we doing? We are not taking advantage of the time that we have. We all get the same 24 hours in a day. It just depends what you choose to do with it. It just depends on what you choose to do with it. So again, time. Take the time to, if you haven't done a vision board or you haven't written down your goals and objectives, take the time to do it now. This is December the 30th, just one more day of 2020. And you want to be able to step into 2021 with, got your gear in order, what plans you want to do. And if you don't know specifically, have a general idea, but write it down. Take the time to write it down. Take the time to think about it. Share it with friends, or share it with family, so that you hold yourself accountable. So don't use time as an excuse that you can't get stuff done, because we all have the same 24 hours in a day. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. And so, you can get it done, but don't sit there and wait for it to happen. It's just not going to happen that way. The second one was money. Don't allow not having money to get you started. Don't allow not having money to get you started. I coach several individuals, and oftentimes they'll say, well, I can't do this because, I don't have the money. Well, we can figure out how to get the money. That's the least of your worries. Your main thing is taking the time to do what you want to do. Taking the time to do what you want to do. Taking the time to write down your business plan or your business strategy or your idea. The money will come. And then thirdly, stay motivated. Be around like-minded individuals. So if you're listening on the chat, put in the comments what are some of the things that you're thinking about. Is it money, time, or motivation? Do you have 3 separate excuses that you use for why you can't get things done, or why things can't happen the way that you want it, or why you're not successful? Everybody has different reasons, or what I call excuses, as to why something's not working for them. What are your top 3? What are your top 3? And as I said earlier, I believe it's time, money, and motivation. Time, money, and motivation. That prevents us from doing so many different things. Time, money, and motivation. So for me, people always said for years, I don't sleep a lot. I do sleep more now, but when I was younger, when I was a little bit younger, I was up all night. I was trying to think of different ways to, start my business, different ideas. What can I do, to get out of my 9 to 5? I love my 9 to 5, but I wanted to be my own boss. So I was always thinking of different things that I could be doing, keeping myself busy, learning new trade skills, reading books, doing all these different things. So I was, spending a lot of time trying to figure out, what is it that I needed to do? Yes, I was motivated because I really wanted to make a change. I wanted to make a difference in my life. Now, I didn't have any money, but I knew that if I had the right attitude, and we all know if you have the right attitude and you surround yourself by individuals who have the same mindset, the money will come. Your network connections will help you figure out how to get money if that's the issue. So don't allow not having money to prevent you from being successful in 2021. 2021 is knocking at the door. It's coming whether we want it to or not. So we better be ready. We better be ready. It's going to go fast. It's going to go furious. Just like poof, 2020 is already over. Who would have thought that we would still be dealing with COVID as we go into 2021? So get yourself ready. Get prepared. Stop making excuses for why you can't get something done. Stop saying that I don't have enough time to get something done, Because if you want it bad enough, you will do it. Stop saying that, I don't have any money. Stop saying that. It will happen. The money will come. Your connections will help you find how you can get those resources. Your connections will help you make sure that your credit is where it needs to be so that you can get funding. And third, and most importantly, it's having the right mindset, being motivated, feeling awesome. Yes, this is a great idea. I can run with this. And I know the right people that can help me make this successful. But if you don't have a positive attitude in what you're trying to do, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So if you're listening on the call today and you have questions about excuses, or you have an excuses outside of the three that I talked about, put it in the chat. Let me know what you're thinking. What is preventing you from being successful? What is going to stop you in 2021 from being successful? Don't let time do it. Don't let the lack of money do it. And don't let motivation be your excuse for not being successful in 2021. Whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's working a 9-to-5 or being your own boss, being an entrepreneur or solopreneur or mompreneur, whatever it is, don't let those three reasons prevent you from being successful in 2021. There are a lot of opportunities that are going to happen in 2021. A lot of entrepreneurs were created in 2020 because they had time on their hands to think, to strategize, to connect, reinvent, and create a business and be successful. So that people can do it in the midst of COVID, you can do it in 2021. You can do it in 2021, but it does take time. It does take dedication. It takes you to be motivated. You've got to really want it. You got to be hungry for it. You've got to be hungry for it in order for it to happen. You've got to be hungry. So as we go into 2021, think positive. It's going to work out. We're going to be successful in whatever that you do, but make sure you write your goals down. And if you want to, spend some time with me or learn anything additional from what I've said today, go to talkwithcoachlinda.com. That's www.talkwithcoachlinda.com. And there you can get a free 30-minute consultation or 30-minute jumpstart strategy call. If you're looking to make a change in your life, if you are looking to start your own business, you can still work in corporate and do your business part-time. Or if you're ready to jump ship from corporate and be your own boss and take the reins and run with it, we can talk about that as well. But I am here to provide that service to you for 30 minutes, a jumpstart session with me. And let's talk about, what is it going to take to help you get to where you want to be in 2021? We all have big dreams. We all have big goals. We all have great objectives, but we need to make sure that we get there. Just don't put it on paper. Don't share it with someone. Put it on paper and put it into action. And once you put it into action, it will happen. It will happen. So I'll put that in the chat for you, for those that are listening. It's go to www.talkwithcoachlinda.com. And again, there are, for this week, I've only got 2 spots this week because of the holiday coming around. And so I want to make sure that I provide service to whoever is interested in learning more about how to be your own boss. So boss up and take charge of your life. And so for those that are listening on November, goodness gracious, January 1st, the Woman on Fire conference is happening. And so I'll be speaking there, as also being on a panel discussion around social media and business. So check it out. It's a free online women's conference, January the 1st through the 3rd. And you can get sign up for your free virtual ticket at www.womanonfireconference.com. So again, go connect with me at talkwithcoachlinda.com. And I look forward to helping you be successful in 2021. I look forward to helping you take charge of your life and be your own boss. Be that entrepreneur, solopreneur, whatever it is that you want to do. But take charge of your life and make 2021 the best year ever. Don't let time, money, and motivation get in your way. Stop making excuses. Let's get it done. Thank you so much for joining me today, and have a fabulous, fabulous, prosperous, happy new year. Thank you. Bye-bye.